it has definitely been, I think, 2 weeks since my last video. My apologies. This is what I've been doing. So 2 full weeks ago, well, 2 weeks from Friday, I remember talking about this in my last video. So my advisor had told me that I needed my questions written and turned in by the, get down, no, Hobbs, no. Only when I'm on this does he do that. Like, never if we're just sitting here. All that to say. So my advisor had told me that I needed those questions finished. So I spent a week, that entire week, composing and revising my questions. My advisor was awesome. She and I went back and forth like 3 times to get my questions where they really needed to be. And then I turned those into my committee a week ago from this past Friday. And then this past week, I took the week off entirely from studying for my exam because sometimes, I'm sure other writers and other English majors who are maybe watching this will get this, and maybe it happens outside of the English department, but like that's where I'm most knowledgeable. But sometimes you just need to let something sit for something to set in, to like, I don't know, for clarification or to help make connections. And so I intentionally didn't do, I did do reading last week, but not like I've been reading. I wasn't trying to achieve a certain page number every single day. And then what I did instead was I actually worked on job documents. So I was really working on my teaching philosophy because I have a drafted cover letter that I just need to tweak for each position that I'm applying for. And I was really stressing about the teaching philosophy. I think I've talked about this before, where I just have like this mental block, or I had this mental block with that document. So I drafted the entire thing, and that was like a big weight off my chest. It's not done yet. I still have to go back and revise, but at least like it's in a document. So then the revision process for me is like the easiest part. It's the getting it down on the page, which is really challenging. So I was really grateful to just get it on the page, and now I have a document to work with. So that's what I did all last week. And then this coming week, so we're now on Sunday, September 14th. So starting tomorrow, I am isolating. So I have my 2 questions that I wrote, and then my committee will revise those questions and submit them back to me, along with an additional question, which will just be an analysis. So this coming week, I'm going to take my first question, and even though it's going to change depending on how they revise my question, it focuses on eco-poetics specifically. And so I will be isolating very specific theoretical texts that I want to pull into that exam. And I think I'm gonna do like 5 or 6 creative texts that I really want to inform the theory, and the theory to inform the works. And then I'm going to draft like not only a very detailed outline, but my goal is every single day of the week, I'm gonna write 2 pages towards that essay. So by Friday, I should have like a very rough draft of a 10-page essay in preparation for that part of the exam. And then next week, I will do the same thing, but for the second question, which focuses on affect theory. And like there is a little bit of eco-criticism that's coming into that, and affect theory does inform the eco-critical question a little bit, but primarily they're separate questions. And so then I will choose 2 primary texts that are like 2 primary theoretical texts for that, and then again 5 or 6 creative works that inform the theory, and the theory informs the creative works. And then do the same thing every day, have that outline, or like draft the outline and then also draft about 2 pages per day towards that essay. And then at the end of that week, so like a week from this Friday, is when my exam begins. So I will start, it's coming up. I'm like a little stressed about it, but it's okay. It is okay. I will be prepared. I am prepared. I will be even more prepared. I'll be ready. And yeah, so that's essentially what I've been doing. And like all through like the drafting process for the next 2 weeks, I'll also be revising that teaching philosophy that I wrote last week and the cover letter that I've started revising, because my very first job application is due on October 1st. And I turn this exam in on September 29th. But the week of the 29th, I will also be working on my presentation for the author who I chose to focus on, which is Evelyn Riley. And yeah, so that's kind of like my preparation there. I've already read half of Evelyn Riley's work, and so I just have 3 more books that I have to get into. So it really is kind of like starting tomorrow really is like a go, 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 go. But I feel like I've also been like go, 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 go since about the 1st of July. So it's okay. It's maybe just like a little more intense. Those of you who have done this understand. Those of you who have not done this and are just watching, it is very stressful, and I mean it should be, right? Because it's a PhD. It's not an easy degree to attain, and they have to like basically make sure that you know what you're talking about. Essentially, this is, I mean, it's a qualifying exam, right? So you should be qualified to discuss the topics that you are arguing on. I think that's pretty much about it. Some of the work that I was dabbling through in the past week includes Robin Costa Lewis. I had that backwards. But her book, I think it's called The Voyage of the Sable Venus. I believe it's right here. No, it's not right here. Well, anyways, I believe it's called The Voyage of the Sable Venus. Phenomenal poetry book so far. I really, really enjoy reading through it. I was doing notes for Jonathan Bate some more, and I started flipping through a few other poets that I've read them, but I haven't like finished the collection. That being said, I will not finish all of the books, which I think I kind of like surmised that when I started this. But I finished 75% of the books, which 75 books in 2.5 months is quite a lot. So I feel pretty good about it, and I'm behind on my notes. That was something where I did a lot better at notes this time around than I did for my literature exam. So that is also something. For my literature exam, I didn't do well on my notes. I mean, I have notes in the books, right? But then you have to like find it. But all that to say, it's going to be okay because I'm going to isolate the books that I'm going to use, and you know, it'll be okay. We'll be good. But that's pretty much my update. I realized like yesterday that I didn't post anything last week because I've been stressed and working on the teaching philosophy. So I figured I better come in here and post something now. And yeah, if you guys have questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. After, I'll do my best to remember to check in next week. Again, it's just a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety to prepare for something like this, and as it gets closer, your nerves get like all the more intense, and so I will do my best to remember to post next week. But if I don't do that, I won't post the following week because that's my exam weekend. The weekend after that is when I will be celebrating passing my exam, because I will pass my exam, and I will also be celebrating my birthday. My birthday's on September 30th, but I turn in my exam on the 29th, and then that whole week I'm preparing for the defense and then also the author presentation. But it's okay. It'll be fun. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing to me. And if you guys ever have any questions, pop them in the comments. You can find me on Instagram. A lot of you are like from Instagram watching this. A lot of you are my friends. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.